Very good, thank you. Where are you?
I'm in my home. I'm
In
from
your
India.
home? What
Yeah,
time is it?
it's 8:43
Oh,
p.m.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, firstly, I want to thank you for giving your time to me and allowing me to talk with you.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
I think your dog wants to be a part of a video.
Yeah, she's protecting me as she sees somebody run by.
Okay, okay, it's good.
Sorry.
I know. I came to know that you are a writer, you are a mom for three kids, and you are
Yes,
a yoga instructor.
correct.
So I want to introduce you to my audience at the same time, the people who watches this video from different parts of the world. Yeah.
Yes, I noticed that on I watched some of your videos and I'm like, wow, this guy, he's pretty cool. Pretty searching out all different types of people, which is amazing.
So can you tell me about yourself?
Sure. My name is Christine Boucher, and I always wanted to be a writer since I was a kid, but I didn't pursue that because it wasn't practical. Um, and I just had this drive to write. So even with my three kids, I was still writing, even though I wasn't pursuing it as a career.
Okay.
And finally, I had this idea that I was going to create this book. I did it, and I didn't know how to get it published, but I went through a whole lot of learning and processing, and I became a published author. I'm also an accountant and a mom.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Hampshire, in the United States.
Okay. So you're not a professional writer, but you love writing.
Right, but I am a published author now.
Can you show
Um,
can you show me your book?
sure, it's Express Yourself Joyful Journaling for Kids. It's a
Okay.
book that I wanted kids to feel better about themselves. So I created a gratitude journal, and then it morphed into turning around negative thoughts, dealing with feelings that are tough, like embarrassment, sadness, and how to kind of turn those feelings around or seek out help if you needed it, goal building, positive affirmations. So I just wanted to teach kids how to do that. It was stuff that I had learned through my yoga career, but I didn't know how to teach my own kids that. And I looked for books that would do that, and I couldn't find anything, so I created it.
I believe that I'm expressing myself since the day I started thinking. So I want to know when you started expressing yourself before talking about your book.
When I learned about it, um,
When you started expressing yourself.
yes,
Yeah.
I started when I started doing yoga when I was about 30. And that's when I really kind of got in touch with my emotions and my feelings. I kind of had been living this life where I was just going through the motions, doing my work, raising my children, but I felt disconnected. And then I started learning these tools in through my yoga studies, and it opened up some doors and deeper meaning to life, and that's when I started.
Okay. So how old are you?
I'm 48.
I want to jump from here. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I'm 48. Yeah, my children are 19, 17, and 14.
You look so young.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Okay. So you're telling kids that they have to express themselves and they have to and you're telling how to handle the negative emotions which they feel and you're
That's
telling how to handle it. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. I'm trying to help them work through it, not necessarily telling them how to deal with it, but to accept those emotions. Sometimes we get super embarrassed, and instead of, hiding under a rock, maybe laugh at yourself and laugh at the situation. Or if somebody's treating them bad, reach out for help. But also turning around negative feelings, realizing that you have a community around you that's willing to support you. And reaching out to their parents if they should be feeling really uncomfortable even in their own relationship with their parents. So there's a lot to it, and it just developed, through the years. And then I was lucky enough to find a publisher.
Actually, I'm listening to your voice more than understanding your words because your voice is too good. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I think you have to come in front of crowd and you have to talk. I think you have a voice which makes a lot of people to listen to you for a long time.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm working on doing some workshops to go along with my book, and some Zoom classes for kids so that we can work through it together.
You have a great voice, really.
Thank you.
So you're talking about emotions and feeling how to deal with it and uh, how to manage it. I want to know how good you are in managing your emotions and controlling your feelings.
Well, like any other human being, I have my moments of feeling sad and negative, and dealing with the whatever situation comes up. I go through my emotions just like everybody else. I do a lot of yoga, meditations in the morning to kind of keep me grounded throughout my day. But I have my moments, but I feel like I catch myself sooner than I used to, and I can turn around those negative thoughts faster. Um, it- that's that's kind of what the purpose of the book was. Is not that things still happen to everybody, right? We still have outside influences that can make us feel sad or unhappy, and it's a focus on I can turn this around, and I don't have to let these outside influences affect me forever. I can change it.
Yeah, I'm believing you because 7, 8 minutes over. We started conversation. 8 minutes completed.
Right.
Uh, I found a lot of positive emotions on your expression. So, and in your words, it contains a lot of positive words in this 8 minutes.
Thanks.
So, yeah, your voice is very good. Everything is positive. I don't think any negative thing that affects you in your life because you made me believe in that this 8 minutes. Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. That's my goal, is to help elevate everybody's the way they're feeling so that they can live an amazing life, instead of feeling like they have to be stuck in the negativity. And there's a lot of it on social media. Like, I think about, we're inundated with sad news, we're inundated with so many negative things that it doesn't have to be like that. And I think that we can turn it around for our whole world, you know.
What makes you to be happy?
Um, I think it was a decision that I'm going to find a way. Do you know what like I'm going to find a way to work through the things that have happened in my childhood, in my life. Do you know what I mean? But I have a great, I've found a great husband. We work together, and we have very similar goals. I work with my kids, and I think it's a decision that we make to at least start finding a way.
What is your goal?
My main goal is to continue to write. I'm working on a fictional novel right now, um, and to promote the ideas in this book. It doesn't mean I'm trying to sell everybody hundreds of books. I really think there's a way to elevate our kids, and then when we elevate them, we create just a better world. I'm just doing my little part to help. That's
Okay.
my goal.
Do you know the world population?
No, no. Huh?
So my next question is, my next question is, are you the person who wants to change all the kids who are living on this planet with your thoughts?
I don't know if I can reach all of them, but as many as I can.
Okay.
It's like that was the goal of the book, is to help kids feel better. And I feel like when kids feel better, they treat other people better. When they can focus on their goals and dreams, they can make the world a better place. And I think we can all do it together. But this is like a little help to get in that direction.
Okay, why you only choose the kids? Why you're attacking only kids? Why not adults?
Well, I started this journal about 6 years ago when I started writing it, and I was just trying to teach my own kids how to do gratitude journals since they were little, really. And they were just like writing this, they'd be like sitting at their desk with their little notebook, and they'd be like, I'm happy for my desk, I'm happy for my pen, because they just didn't know how to grasp that concept. So I started with them, but I'm not done yet. This is just my first book, and I'm actually trying my fictional books, like that I'm writing right now. They happen to grasp a wider range, and all of my books or my writing has to do with finding that personal power. So we'll see what the future brings, but right now this is where I'm at because I just got it published in January.
So you are a yoga instructor.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So what is yoga?
To me, yoga is connecting with your inner truth. You're doing your physical postures, but it's deeper than that for me.
Okay. How yoga changed your way of thinking?
Yoga changed my thinking when I remember taking it, and like I said, I was all in my mind when I was younger. Everything was logical and no feelings and blah, 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 blah. Got to make money and do all this stuff. And I took a yoga class, and I remember the instructor saying, now feel your feet. And I was like, what is she talking about? Feel your feet. I was so disconnected from my body instead of, the connection of the mind, body, spirit. And after that, and that was maybe my third or fourth yoga class, and that was in 2005. 2005. I went and got my yoga certification, and I just started reading and studying these amazing teachers that were thinking in a different way than I had been taught. Just that deep connection with something greater than myself. So that's what it taught me, is that there's this big world out there. There's this way of thinking that is with gratitude, and it just changed the way I viewed everything.
So you're also affecting the people who are connecting with you uh, uh, with the experience that you have.
Yeah.
Nice. So, so you said that you are a person who tells. kids how to manage their emotions. So, can I say that you are a philosopher and a psychologist?
I'm not a trained psychologist, and that is, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I just wanted there were no tools out there for kids that I found that were teaching kids these ideas. It was only for adults. So I didn't see ways to really, in a kid-friendly way, a way to teach these tools to the kids. And I thought, I wish I had learned these things at a much younger age than 30 and up. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, that's why I chose that kind of area.
What was you 20 years back?
Me, 20 years back,
Yeah.
let me see, I was 28. I had my first baby, Jason, and I was really into work. I was an assistant controller, and I wanted to just obtain things. That was kind of the goal. You know, it's like the American dream: get the house, get the nice car, get the, you know, great vacations. And but I was still curious. I was very curious. I was raised in a very strict religious household, and some of the ideas didn't make sense to me. And so I was, even during that time, I was researching and looking into different religions to see what their philosophy was. And I really wanted to understand different points of view, even then.
Okay. So, what do you understand?
I, in my opinion, that the basis of that everybody is searching for the same thing. We all want to feel safe. We all want health. We all want to be able to provide for our families. That even if you have a different religious philosophy, that at the basis is that golden rule of do unto others as you want done to you, and let people live their lives. Though, you know, instead of judging other people and saying, no, you're wrong because of this reason and that reason, just allow others to be, unless they're hurting somebody, obviously. But I think the basis that I figured out is that we're all searching for the same things at the core. And I think we forget that. I think we forget that with different countries, different races, different religions. And I believe that we're all at the core the same.
Okay. In the beginning, you said that you're good in attacking people with your writing. Tell me about that.
I'm sorry, can you clarify that question? I missed a word.
In the beginning, you said that you are good in attacking people with your writing. So, tell me about your writing.
Okay. So my writing is my other fictional books. I just like to create. I'm just a creative writer. I like to create fiction, even though my book that I have out is nonfiction. Um, I just want people to feel better about themselves, is the bottom line of my writing.
Wow. So, what is your mission? What you wanted to do in coming years?
I want to get my first book out of a series of 8 published. I want to do some workshop with the book to help kids who maybe they get the book and they see these pages and they're like, what do I do with that? I want to kind of help guide them through it. And like everybody else, I want to live a happy, safe life, and I want a great community, and I want to help others.
So you want to be a human being.
Yes. I want to be a human being. That's the goal.
You have an intimidating voice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't think
But I
so.
mean, if you become a inspirational speaker or motivational speaker, definitely a lot of people in the world will listen to you because I did videos with maybe 80 people, 30 to 40 country people. You're
Yeah.
making me feel very scared.
Well, I love that you're bringing all of this to the world. Like you're getting it out there, and that's an amazing feat.
What you felt when you saw my video series?
Um, what I thought about you is that I was like, here is a guy that is just trying to get some cool ideas, some uplifting ideas out to a bigger audience and a bigger community so that we can all connect.
Yeah, I just want to tell world that a human being who lived in, who lived and who grown in a particular part of the world can connect and communicate with any person, any human being who is living in any part of this planet.
And that connection and understanding that connection with different people on the planet makes us more compassionate to others instead
Yeah,
of thinking they're separate from me.
yeah,
They don't they don't think like me, so they don't deserve what I deserve, or it just it helps you open up. So when you bring that to you bring, this girl from New Hampshire to, anywhere in the world, we all start to connect and see that we can show compassion for others in different areas of the world, that we're not just isolated in our little town in New Hampshire.
I mean, there should be a person who can tell world that we are one, and I
Yeah,
just want to be a small drop in an ocean. And
me too.
I'm very strong. I mean, a very intense drop. I want to be a very intense drop. And if any human being or any alien or any living creature comes from any other planet, says that we are strong, so
Yeah,
when we all become one, I think we can destroy it if we wanted, if they are harming us or if they are affecting us negatively, right?
that's right. How
So,
old are you?
how much do you think?
Mm, I'm thinking 27.
Yeah, correct.
Really?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lucky guess. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
yeah. That's funny.
I'm at a age when you had your first child and when you was working.
Yes. Yeah. Good for you for starting young. Um, Starting to see that there's a different way, younger, and that uplifts us all.
So you wanted to write books only for kids or you write books on for adults also?
Well, right now it's for kids and young adults, but I don't know what my future will bring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but definitely, kids will definitely listen to you. But with your voice, with your the communication skill that you have, you can connect with even adults too. I want you to write books for adults also. Yeah, this
Okay.
is my personal opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why it was like like I said, when I first started this idea for this book, I could find all of these ideas out there for adults, but I couldn't find anything for kids. So that's why I chose that. But it wasn't necessarily that I only want to write for kids. It just happened to be what I thought needed to be written at that time. But we will see what the future brings.
Nice. Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
giving your valuable time and allowing me to ask questions. And you said about a lot of things. It will be useful for the people who watches this video.
Well, thank you very much for having me, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and I'll be following you to see what you do.
Thank you. I
I
will
know,
follow you too. I am
yeah, I
waiting
know
for
it'll
your
be
book.
amazing. I know it'll be amazing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Of course you can.
Thank you. I'll
Thank
be waiting for your book.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and thank you for your time.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.